Hi there, I'm Josh Flores, co-founder of Diabetic Hope International, and today I just wanted to give you a brief overview of Diabetic Hope International, basically explain how we started, why we started, and basically our philosophies. Well, ever since I was a young child, disease has plagued my family. Before I was born, both my grandfathers died of diabetes and heart disease. When I was a young boy, my nana actually died from diabetes and cancer. A few years later, my Aunt Cindy died from diabetes. So, ever since I was young, disease has really affected my life and it's really become a personal issue. Well, you could imagine how I felt when a couple years after my aunt died, my dad was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He actually spent a couple days in an intensive care unit. He almost died He almost died. He went into a diabetic coma. His blood sugar was over 650. And when he came out, he was on 2 shots of insulin a day because he went straight to insulin. It was that serious. But he told us, you know what? I'm not going to be like them. Now, picture me. Me and my sister and my family, we just lost our Nana. We lost our aunt. Here's our dad in the same exact situation. But he was different. He was like, no, I'm not going to let this defeat me. I'll be there for you guys. I'm going to get my health back. Well, he decided he'd change his diet around. He started walking and taking nutrition and really just researching everything he could. He would just test his blood sugar after he ate food to see the response it had on his body. Well, 4.5 months after he was diagnosed, he was able to get off both shots of his insulin and his heart medication. He got off all his medications. He actually went to the doctor after and went through the A1C test. And after the test, the doctor came out and said, now, medically speaking, you're always diabetic. The medical community, once you're diabetic, you're always a diabetic. But the doctor told him, if it wasn't for your records, I would have no idea you were diabetic. You're not taking medications and your blood sugar is in a perfect range. What are you doing? What he had done, what my dad did, was do what people are looking for. A way to solve the problem. Here at Diabetic Hope International, we work with diabetics who are tired of being the victims of their disease. We help them restore their health, their energy, lower blood sugar, cholesterol, help prevent complications like neuropathy and eye diseases, and a whole long list of the complications associated with diabetes. And basically, we are tired of this simplistic approach to treating disease, medications. Now, so you're stressed out, here's a pill. You have high blood sugar, here's a pill. You're broke, here's a pill. See, a pill's not going to fix problems that are associated in our life. It's not going to happen that way. Our philosophy is that disease is a cause or is more of an effect of problems within our life, and there's many areas of our life to analyze. For instance, let me just show you this. Right here is our wheel of health. Yeah, you can see it's actually backwards in the camera, but don't worry, you'll get one with the program, so you can analyze it yourself. But let me just read some of the areas and basically talk about it a little bit. Alright, so one area is relationships. That has to do with friendships, connectedness to people, how you feel about people. Our food choices, what food are we putting in our body? Life purpose. That's another important area of our health. If we feel as if we have no purpose, it really is going to affect how we feel about ourselves, about how we behave. Financial health, and that's a huge one that is majorly overlooked. Financial health could cause stress, worry, cause arguments in relationships, or even if you have bad finances, you can't afford the things that you need to be healthy. So that's a major area that's majorly overlooked. And no medication is going to fix that problem. Leisure time and stress management. Family. We have relationships, but we also have the family. That is another area that, if there's arguments in the family, whatnot, it can cause a lot of effects on our health. Physical exercise. Sleep. The amount of sleep we get, the times we sleep, it's very important. Our self-image. basically how we feel about ourselves, how we think about ourselves, our beliefs about ourselves, and the beliefs about life plays a major role in our health. And nutrition. That could involve, vitamins, minerals, but also water. You need to be drinking water every day, or else your body is not going to be in a state of health. So, when you really analyze the wheel of health, you have to see that they are all separate but connected. If you have bad relationships, you may make bad food choices. If you have bad finances, you may not be getting nutrition you need. And it all goes on. It's all affected. So basically, the way we're dealing with this is by analyzing the entire spectrum of a person's health. What is their problem that is causing them to be diabetic? Now you see, the reason you're diabetic may be different than the reason this person's diabetic. There's different causes, but it all comes down to ends up in diabetes. So by analyzing the whole spectrum, we've been able to find a way to solve the problem. We've been able to find a way to give people hope and put them back in control so that they can live a better life.